Retiring abroad in 2025 might sound like a dream, but here's the harsh truth. Not every country will let you keep your US pension. Some will tax it, some will trap it, and others, they'll make you jump through bureaucratic hoops just to access what's rightfully yours. But what if there were countries that didn't touch a single dime of your Social Security, pension, or retirement income? Here's the twist: there are 10 such places. 10 international havens where Uncle Sam sends you a check, and the local government doesn't even blink. Zero tax, zero cuts, zero games. These are the countries where your US pension stays 100% of yours. But which ones made the list? And which will shock you? From Caribbean hideaways to high-tech Middle Eastern powerhouses, this countdown might just change the way you think about retirement and financial freedom. But be warned, what we reveal at number 3 could completely flip your retirement plans upside down. So let's dive into the top 10 countries that won't touch your US pension in 2025, and what they won't take may be worth more than what they offer.
Number
The
6.
Bahamas. Idyllic beaches, crystal clear waters, and not a single cent in income tax. Yes, the Bahamas is not just a vacation destination, it's a retiree's financial haven. The Bahamas imposes no income, capital gains, or inheritance taxes, meaning your US retirement income remains fully intact. That alone makes it one of the most aggressive tax-free countries on earth for American expats. With a 2023 GDP of roughly $12 billion, the Bahamas punches above its weight thanks to tourism and offshore finance. The cost of living can be higher than the US, especially on Nassau or Grand Bahama, but here's the trade-off: full pension retention, no government hands in your wallet, and US dollars are widely accepted, simplifying your financial life even further. But what makes this destination truly unique? Expedited residency pathways for retiree, particularly for those purchasing property. That's right, real estate could be your passport to tax-free bliss. Will the dream of sipping rum on a beachfront porch actually come with a financial upside? Number 5. Nicaragua. May not be the first country that comes to mind when Americans plan their dream retirement, but financially, it's a dark horse with an unbeatable advantage. Under its Pensionado Visa program, US, retirees enjoy a complete exemption on all foreign source income, including Social Security and pensions. That's right, not a single cent of your US retirement income is taxed in Nicaragua. Combine that with some of the lowest living costs in the Western Hemisphere, and you've got a retirement destination where your dollar stretches far beyond imagination. But what really draws attention is Nicaragua's incredibly low income requirement, just $600 per month to qualify for its retirement visa. That's one of the lowest thresholds in the world, making it accessible to tens of thousands of retirees living on modest pensions. Monthly expenses? Many expats report utilities, rent, fresh produce all come at a fraction of US prices. And with zero tax on retirement benefits, your full pension lands in your account untouched, ready to spend or save. Yet here's the controversial catch. Nicaragua's political and economic stability has been in question for years. Human rights concerns and reports of authoritarian crackdowns have made headlines, and that can't be ignored. Healthcare facilities are improving, but may not meet the standards of more developed Latin American countries. So while the financial equation is irresistible, retirees must weigh these factors carefully. Is the financial freedom worth the uncertainty? But here's the shocker. Despite the risks, Nicaragua's tax structure is so retiree-friendly that American expats continue to flock there. The question becomes, will this bargain last her? Is it a ticking time bomb in paradise? Number 3. Cayman Islands. If you're looking for the Rolls-Royce of retirement tax havens, the Cayman Islands deliver with unflinching precision. This British overseas territory enforces a strict, no direct taxation policy, meaning no income tax, no capital gains tax, and no inheritance tax. That's a rare trifecta that instantly appeals to high net worth retirees, and it means your entire US pension lands untouched every month. The Caymans are home to one of the world's most advanced offshore financial systems, but they also offer a comfortable, secure, and luxurious lifestyle. With some of the highest per capita incomes in the Caribbean, infrastructure and services are top-notch from healthcare to broadband. The downside? Living here isn't cheap. The cost of real estate is sky high, and everyday goods often come at a 20-60% markup due to import reliance. But for affluent retirees who value tax certainty and legal stability, the Caymans offer peace of mind in paradise. The government isn't likely to suddenly impose an income tax that would destroy its global financial appeal. So when they say tax-free, they mean it. The US dollar is widely used, and residency programs are friendly to Americans who meet modest income or investment requirements. So here's the question. Would you pay a premium for the privilege of keeping every penny of your pension? In the Cayman Islands, that's not just possible, it's policy. Number 2, United Arab Emirates. You may think of the UAE and especially Dubai as a luxury hub for the ultra-wealthy, but what if we told you it's also one of the best tax havens on earth for American retirees? The UAE charges 0 personal income tax, and that applies across the board. Your US pension, Social Security, 401k disbursements, they're all exempt from local taxation. And it's not a gimmick. This is enshrined in policy, not some fleeting retirement perk. Let's be clear, the cost of living in cities like Dubai or Abu Dhabi is high, especially for luxury lifestyles. But here's what most people miss. The UAE's strong US dollar peg and no tax policy mean that your real retirement income goes much farther than expected, especially when housing and medical costs are strategically managed. Some retirees cut costs by living in nearby Emirates like Sharjah while still accessing Dubai's world-class amenities. With a GDP of over $540 billion, top-tier hospitals, and ultra-modern infrastructure, the UAE offers a lifestyle that rivals and often beats Europe or the US. And thanks to a booming expat population, you'll find American-style groceries, English-speaking doctors, and global cuisines in every corner of Dubai. Plus, visa reforms in recent years have made long-term retirement residency easier than ever. So here's the shocker. You can live in a futuristic global capital, pay 0 tax, and enjoy world-class healthcare without touching your retirement nest egg. The real question is, why aren't more Americans moving to the UAE? Number 1, Malaysia takes the crown for one simple reason. It strikes the perfect balance between no pension taxes, low cost of living, and high quality of life, all in one of the most geopolitically stable countries in Asia. Under Malaysia's territorial taxation system, foreign income isn't taxed, so your US Social Security or pension income remains completely untouched as long as it's not remitted locally. But here's the twist. Most retirees don't remit income into local bank accounts, so the tax burden remains 0. The Malaysia My Second Home MM2H visa program has reopened with slightly stricter conditions but remains one of the most attractive long-term residency options in Southeast Asia. Retirees gain access to modern cities like Kuala Lumpur and tranquil coastal hubs like Penanggal at monthly costs around $200 to $500. That's for rent, food, utilities, and even private healthcare. In fact, Malaysia's healthcare system is ranked among the top in Asia, with many services costing a fraction of US prices. Malaysia's economy, valued at approximately $370 billion, is one of the most diverse in the region. It's a melting pot of cultures: Malay, Chinese, Indian, and Western, and offers retirees an easy transition with English widely spoken. With ultra-modern malls, high-speed internet, and a tropical climate, Malaysia offers luxury at third-world prices with first-world tax treatment. So let's ask the real question. Why are retirees still pouring their pensions into high-tax US states when Malaysia lets you keep every dollar and live better? This isn't just about retirement, it's about financial liberation. And in 2025, Malaysia leads the way. Americans spend decades building their retirement savings, but in 2025, many are waking up to a brutal truth. Uncle Sam isn't the only one trying to take a piece of your pension. State taxes, federal taxes, inflation, healthcare bill sits a war of attrition. But what if you could opt out entirely? From the dollarized coastlines of Ecuador to the financial fortresses of Dubai and the Cayman Islands, one thing becomes crystal clear. You have more control over your financial future than you think. These 10 countries are not just scenic escapes. They're lifelines for retirees tired of being taxed into oblivion. They offer legal, proven pathways to keep your pension intact and live the life you actually earned. But here's the warning. Policies change fast. Visa rules, tax treaties, political tensions, they're all shifting in real time. So if you're considering relocating your retirement abroad, the time to research, act, and relocate is now.